Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to the Demoscene report of March 2023, where I go over all of the things that happened during the March of 2023 related to the Demoscene and report them back to you, so you don't have to go through all the different channels and forums and stuff to keep up to date. You can just see this video, and then everything is linked on the description of the video, so you can just quickly go to all of the things that you may have a more deeper insight or knowledge or want them of. It was great weather today, so we decided to take the studio to the great outdoors. You can see the towback grass behind me. A little bit of a hurricane forming in the background there, but should be fine. We should be okay. So yeah, let's get started, because there were a lot of things released this month. Not many parties, but a lot of stuff outside of the competitions. So let's get right onto it. And first things first, we have the Demoscene related media, and I should probably switch to this screen so you can see it flashing a little bit better. And then we can go to this screen and you can see the stuff. So first thing that happened in the month was the update on this website that has some information on how to code for the Amiga. So if you're interested in doing some Amiga stuff, this website is really cool, spookbench.net, and they recently updated some stuff about getting started to code for the Amiga. Then we had Bacchus doing the Fjälldata special on FairLight TV. Then Bacchus some more, but this time interviewing Mahoney. Then Bacchus some more, but this time talking with Photon of Scoopex, going through some Amiga OCS demos. Then he talked about his game, Zelya, Slava, Ukraini. And then he interviewed Hedning, and then he interviewed Pewp, and then he interviewed Photon of Scoopex again about Amiga AGA demo. So a lot of stuff happening at FairLight TV. Bacchus keeping it busy throughout the month. More than one video a week, and all very interesting stuff, especially if you're into Commodore 64. FairLight TV, place to go for the home of the real crackers. So yeah, moving on, other stuff that were released this month. There was this very cool, I guess, talk/presentation from Hoffman at the Cave, which is this place in England dedicated to retro computing stuff. And he went there and talked a little bit about why he, is so obsessed with computers and his backgrounds on the demo scene and making games. And it was really cool talk, and really learned a lot about the early days of the British demo scene, so I do recommend you checking it out. And Hoffman is such a great speaker, so it's always great to hear him. Then there was this video being released trying to promote the Árok party remix of Commando Ninja, and with some footage from Árok party and some party vibes for you, or some Hungarian party vibes for you. Then we had Doom on Commodore 64. It's not strictly demo scene, and some people saying, oh, this is fake, this is totally fake. And I actually checked the repository, they have the information on this. So they're passing the visuals through a Commodore 64, but what is running is actually an FPGA, I think, or Raspberry Pi. I don't remember the details anymore. The RAD Expansion Unit, you see it right there written. I think it's a Raspberry Pi with some other stuff in it, and it's an add-on to the Commodore 64 that you can mod it into, and that does all the computing power, and then it just passes it through the Commodore 64 graphics and sound. So if you find this interesting, check the description of the video, and on their video they have a repository for the stuff that they use. So they wanted to have Doom playing on Commodore 64, and they managed to do it. Then evvvvil released Posh Brolly, a rename of his previous project, which had a much cooler name, which was Shaderfucker, I believe. And yeah, he's been working on this offline for quite a few months, and it's looking pretty cool, pretty slick. It's like a shader toy, but slightly different, more advanced. You can customize more stuff, has more slicker look, and you can see it has an inbuilt editor. It has a timeline that you can use to edit some stuff. You can control some values, and he gave a very detailed video presenting it as well, like Premiere sort of video, going through all of the features, explaining all the different things, and he's still actively developing it. So if you are planning on using it, submit him some bug reports and stuff like that. He would very much love to hear from you. Posh Brolly version 0.69. Then I was talking with Zenial about the history of the Demoscene, and he pointed me to this Chronicle of the Polish Demoscene article that I think he wrote or he put together. And it's very interesting, focuses on the Polish Demoscene a lot, but also covers a lot of general Demoscene stuff, like the early days, like 1986, 1987, things like this. And it goes through the first demos that showed up, what started becoming the Demoscene, which for me is really interesting because I didn't live that part. So it's good to have a structured explanation of what those things were. And then it goes a bit deeper into the Polish Demoscene in particular, and how the Polish Demoscene thrived. So most of this is in Polish, but Google Translate does a pretty decent job at turning it into English for you. So really cool article, really enjoyed reading it, and I think you should check it as well. Then we had some very unfortunate news. Shadow of Noise has passed away. Rest in peace. He's very known in the Demoscene for tackling different platforms. He did like over 20 different platforms throughout his life. Very sad to hear about his passing away. There is a tribute page if you want to send his family your regards. And yeah, very sad news. Don't know what else to say it. Sorry to see you go, Shadow. Moving on to not so sad news. Control-Alt-Test released an article talking about procedural 3D generation in a 64 kilobyte intro. The article had been in a draft mode for a few years actually, and they finally decided to push it out, finish writing it, rewriting it, whatever it needed. So if you're looking to making a 64K intro, Control-Alt-Test blog has very good in-depth articles about the different things that they've been developing throughout the years, and this is just one more thing that you can pick up on and try to use to, you know, facilitate your process of getting up to speed to the state of the art or what can be done. You don't have to use this. You can even do 64Ks completely using sine distance functions nowadays. But if you still like to do modelings and geometry, this is a very nice article. So check it out. What else? I did a series of videos hyping up the competitions for revision. If you missed that, I don't know how the hell you did that. You managed to do that, but I did like 12 videos hyping up the different competitions, also interviewing some of the competition organizers and Detox himself for some of the earlier announcements. So check those out as well if you have not. And then, oh yeah, TIC80. Hoffman did a stream focused on the TIC80, and he never tackled TIC80 before, so he apparently has been convinced to do some music for the TIC80. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that demo because I love Hoffman's music style, and I am an active user of the TIC80, so I'm very curious to see what will come out of this. But a very cool stream. He watched a few demos as well, talked about the different ones and stuff like that. So check out the VOD of that stream as well. Then there was this video by SoCal Demoscene, a guy in Southern California trying to organize a demo party there. He already had plans back in 2019. Then COVID happened, and now he did this video announcing that, you know, the plans are back on. So for October, he's planning to organize some Demoscene activities in Southern California. So if you live in Southern California, maybe check out the page, check out the person, and see if it's your cup of tea. If you want to help submit something and, you know, help make the Southern California scene great again. What else? There was this book being put out by I'm drawing a blank. Some CPC people from France. The book is called Memory Full. It's about the Amstrad CPC. Unfortunately, it's all in French, but if you read French, it's supposedly to be a very good history of the French Amstrad CPC scene. It's made by some known people, which I'm just drawing a blank, but they are active CPC demo sceners. So I believe the quality will be good. So yeah. Could it be Overlanders people that are involved in this? Probably. Yep, well, check it out. And then there was this video released by Scamp hyping up the new Sin City TV update. So they're working on having video on demand available on the platform. They're working on new video transcoding pipelines with hardware to support H.265 and not just H.264. And they released this video to talk about that and show that. So some updates coming to Sin City TV as well. And I think that's it for what is the proper, this one? No, this one? Oh, it's this one, but it's fucking up. Okay, great. Okay, so I'll use this one instead. So that's it for Demoscene related media. Let's move on to the out of compo releases, and there were quite a few of them this year as well, or this month as well. So let's take a look at them. First, we had Rest in Peace HIC, tribute intro to HIC. The Tetris intro by Onslaught, which also got some pretty good praise. Total Eclipse by Fate Design, more Commodore 64 stuff. There's always another Commodore 64 release. I think it's the most active demo scene that exists. Like constantly releasing stuff, even outside of any competitions. They keep putting stuff out. Some stuff for the Jaguar. 42 Bastian took on the Setnik challenge and ported it to the Atari Jaguar. And if it works on the Atari Jaguar, it works on the Atari Lynx. So he did the Atari Lynx port as well. He was not happy porting SNCC, so he also ported Nostalgia for the Jaguar. And of course, if it works on Jaguar, it works on Lynx. So he also ported the version for the Lynx. So there's some hot Atari action for you there. Excuse me. Moving on to the Ascienancy scene, there were quite a few releases this month as well. The pack from Fire is on fire, as you can see. A lot of different things being put out. Very high quality stuff. So a very interesting pack. Overall, highly recommend you checking it out at 16colors.net. Let's just take a quick look at this one in particular. Really cool stuff. A small participation from Fuel there. Oh, it's a Fuel logo, but made by Savage. And more Ascienancy stuff. Mysticris also released a pack, their February pack, featuring some teletext stuff as well. So really cool things. 100 Days, some Ashi, some Ansi. I like this one. So a lot of cool stuff. It's not the only Ascienancy stuff that was released. There was a tribute to Trade Wars as well, which is a Doors game for BBS that was like iconic. And this is actually some expansion to it, and some expansion graphics that can be custom added to the original game, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you like BBS stuff, you should definitely check this out as well. There's some explanation here of what this release is all about. Very good NC art. And then there was this NHG release focused on revolution, like telling the stories of different revolutions throughout the years. Oh, so very interesting. It talks about Bolivar, talks about Che Guevara, all sorts of different revolutionaries, and like it's not just ANSI art, but it also tells the story at the same time. So it's historically accurate, informative, which is really interesting, really cool. I haven't seen this concept of stuff in Ascienancy before, which I really found. Probably it exists. I'm pretty sure it exists before, seen in the wild, but I hadn't really noticed it. So really cool. What else was released this month? More Commodore 64 stuff. This time it's Pirate Party candidates being announced on the Commodore 64 in Finland, because why not? A little demo for the ZX Spectrum. Unfortunately, it's all in Russian, so I couldn't understand anything, but it looked meaningful. Ballad of the Lost Happiness. Music disc for The Beautiful Machine Volume 2 by ArtState, so doing some music discs for the Amiga. Demo packs released by the Electronic Knights. Both the -20 and the 18th pack were released. Then the disc mag for the Amstrad CPC, Fat Mag by Resistance was put out. I think it's in French only, but you know, if you read French, if you enjoy the Commodore 64, the Amiga, the Spectrum CPC scene, the Amstrad CPC scene, please check out this disc mag. It contains some very interesting information. More intros for the Commodore 64, this time by Boost Design, the Party Elk 2. Then Todd Bright by Triad. Triad also putting some more stuff out outside of Compo. Sideshow Demo 2023 for the BK0010. Very good take on procedural graphics. You see the actual steps of the image being put together. I think it's a little inspired, as I mentioned on the comment here, I think it was a little inspired by the grungy demo that was released for the ZX Spectrum last year, but it was still very well implemented. You see the different steps, the music is good, and there are not that many releases for the BK, so it's cool to see more BK Demoscene being put out there, by this time by Kuvo in particular. Then we had And All the Dreams by Eastgate, which is ex-Yugoslavia demo group, which I also remember from quite many years ago. They released this demo outside of any competitions. Pretty solid demo. The technology was there. It doesn't have much replayability value in my humble opinion, but it's still a pretty decent demo. It's cool to see Eastgate still active and putting stuff out. What else? A slideshow by 8-Bit was also put out, this time featuring graphics by Grungy. The Nomad by KK Productions, and Saturn, a music disc for the Amiga this time. They had been releasing some music discs for the PC, now they went back to the roots and doing some Amiga stuff instead. Also an album by Stray Boom, who might know him as Vincenzo, of different groups, and you can see here different Sid cover remixes and stuff. So 13 musics being released on Bandcamp. Pay whatever you want, name your price, so available for release. What else? Oh yeah, to finish up things, Adidas Championship Football Crack Throw by Scoopex. So if you never heard of the Adidas Championship Football game for the Amiga, that's probably normal because it's a very obscure game, and it was something that was not properly archived from what I read on the info file, and that's why they decided to crack it and archive it so it's saved for posterity, because there were like not many copies of it available. So nice that they made. Crack throws are still being made, and this time for preservation's sake and not just piracy's sake. So yeah, and I think that's it for this section. So let's move on to the next section, which is talking about demo parties in particular. And there were not many this month, only 3 worth covering. Instancy in Finland, which I will show you the things of. Should probably switch to this view. I should probably change to this view. Yeah. So the demo, not many competitions happening at Instancy. A small demo party in Jyväskylä, central Finland. Demo comp was won by Instance of the Model Dead at the Village of Grain by Jumalauta. I think it was J9 who made this demo happen. Really cool. Some other, unfortunately, they don't have screenshots added here. But a lot of Demoscene productions being released at this small demo party as well. Really cool to see the Finnish demo party so active. Some fast graphics competition about some cybernetic bread as well. That was very fun. I was the one who tried to sort the name of the releases with the zip file of the release, and things were in Finnish and not really like saying the name of the author. So I hope I got all of them correct. But yeah, you can see here the different entries that were submitted to the fast compo. If you're new to the fast compo, they give you a theme and you have like a few hours to make the entry. There's also fast music competition, which Glicksplit won, graphics competition, a normal graphics competition, which you could use stuff. And a very good image by Neo Theta there winning the compo. Momentum getting second place, Fellor getting third place. Oh, and Fellor always does some killer stuff. A really cool image. Momo, Pilvi, was that a dead deer? Yeah, he shouldn't have eaten the blue shroom. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so a lot of different entries, music comp as well, tiny demo compo, which is pretty much 4K compo intro. So yeah, check out the competitions at Instancy. Had some pretty decent stuff, so do check it out. Then we had another Finnish demo party called Ski or Death, and if you thought that Instancy was not very well documented in terms of their releases being out, and like Ski or Death is even worse. Like they have no information whatsoever about it, or nothing made public. They have a website and that's it, and either you're Finnish or you're missing the things. I did find some results files here hidden away at the Pewp thread. So 41 entries overall. Some Metallica covers apparently were part of the competition. Some Ule things, which is their main broadcaster. Some references to Jorma Ollila. This is very Finnish. I love it. So obscure. So what the fuck is happening? If you read Finnish, I think this probably makes complete sense. But for me, it doesn't really. And it's extremely funny. So I really like it. I hope people had fun at the party place. So yeah. Either you skied or you died. And that was the point. Anyways, moving on to another demo party that happened this year. Forever demo party happened in the Czech Republic, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Slovakia? I always get them mixed up because they used to be one and the same. This one is from Slovakia. Yes, Slovakia. So demo party, very iconic demo party, especially for the ZX Spectrum scene, but they also have a Commodore 64 and Atari represented there. So it's more like an 8-bits demo party sort of thing. But they always had like major ZX Spectrum releases there, and this year was no exception. A very good ZX Spectrum competition that happened. You can see Atari 1K competition here. I'm going to switch to this side so you can see things a bit better. Missing still some screenshots. Atari demo, also funny, a little demo by Roger. iRobot by New Generation and Zelya got second place. Atari graphics, also some good high quality stuff. Atari music competition won by Aki. Commodore 64 intro 1K by Loki of Syndicate. Commodore 64 demo won by D-Magic. Commodore 64 graphics won by Axis. Second place to Almighty God with the mask, and third place Destroy Him My Robots by Poison. As always, and I can't stress this enough, whenever there's a Commodore 64 dedicated party, there's always very high quality graphics. I always see very high quality Commodore 64 graphics on all of these parties. They had some additional 8-bit graphics competition, stuff for the Thomson and the Amstrad CPC. The Big Reset 1 by Exoset. Real-time competition, I think, I have no clue what this is. I have no clue what this compo is about. Then was the Wild demo compo, which included pick weight Commodore 64 stuff. So whatever stuff that didn't fit the other competitions. I have not checked this one, but this screenshot looks pretty good. So I definitely want to check at least this video. Okay. CHRONICLE 2 by New Generation. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff to check. 1K by UB880D. Ubate. I don't know how to say that. Maybe it's robot, robot. I don't know. Anyways, this little 1K was the only entry submitted, but it's pretty good. And then the juice of the party, in my humble opinion, 4 very good demo parties. Stop Genocide with a lot of different effects and a very tongue-in-cheek reference to cats being killed whenever you do a twister. So they did a lot of twisters and all very high quality. We Are the 8-bits karaoke sort of song by Gasman of Hoy program, really well made as well. Gensfeld, which felt completely mind-blowing how it's possible to do that technically. I guess it's pre-rendered animations of some sort. I have no clue. I thought I started to learn Z80 assembler. This does not seem possible to do with Z80 assembler. So yeah, base of FreeSC blowing some minds, and it got a lot of thumbs up on Pewp as well. And Cremash by the Amateurs and MB Maniacs, and you might think, oh, 4th place demo, so it can't be all that good. It's really good. It's a really good demo, like an homage to Coffee, with a lot of different scenes, a lot of different, has some video sequences, has some 3D scenes, very good abuse of the ZX Spectrum. So only 4 demos on the Commodore, all of them mind-blowing good. So definitely recommend you checking out the ZX demo competition releases here. There was also some ZX Spectrum graphics, one by CVM. Dimitrov also doing very good piece here. I'm not sure if this is like... No, I'm not. I think this is like a sequence from Rage, the video game released by id Software, but it doesn't look like the same kind of thing, because that looks like a robot, and on Rage it wasn't a robot, it was like a zombie sort of machine, but like the structure of the thing kind of reminded me of that. Vesparum by Almighty God getting 3rd place, Tree of Life by Aki on 4th, Yaroslava with a motorcycle. Stay on the Light Side by Umbik. Yep, so a lot of good graphics releases as well. And if you download, it actually comes in a tape thing, and you can see like the slideshow of all the different graphics releases. So I recommend you checking that on the real Spectrum as well. ZX Spectrum Music won by Aki as well. Aki is always dominating the 8-bit music competitions whenever she participates. And yeah, really cool release, especially for the ZX Spectrum, so definitely check out Forever Demo Party releases. Moving on to the last parts of our show, we have the top of the month, where we go over the releases that made the rankings. And you can see Gensfeld went all the way to the top. So really a lot of thumbs up for this one, for its technical achievements. 3rd place at Forever, but winning the hearts at Pewp. 2nd place demo, We Are the 8-Bits by Gazman, also getting pretty good recognition. And Stop Genocide also having some pretty good recognition. Friends from Rebels was released at Mountain Bites the previous month, and it's still creeping up here. Also pretty solid 4K intro. Are You Ready? The Danish Underpants Brigade and Control. Oh my god, I just realized I forgot to list this on the releases that were out of compo. This is the invitation, the new invitation for revision that just came out. So I'm gonna click on this after I go through the rest of the list. Cremash also at Forever. Seal Adventure Invitation, which I'm unsure was released outside of compo, was released at Forever. I hope it was released at Forever, otherwise I missed it. The GIMP that won the Mountain Bites, if I'm not mistaken. Side Draw demo that I mentioned, Mumuland, was released also at Love Bites. Swanky from Forever, and a few things that were released outside of compo. And this one was released at Assembly, but was disqualified because of copyright stuff. So yeah, let's take a look at Are You Ready? From Danish Underpants Brigade and Control Alt Elite. Features the jingle that will be used at Revision Demo Party, and it was the final invitation for Revision this year, Revision 2023. They had already released a small invitation by Sense Install for 256 bytes MS-DOS. They had released an invitation for the Amiga made by Slummy and Luguber, I think. And now they released this PC made with cables invitation with a more party vibe to it. And it has this scooter feeling, happy hardcore vibe feeling from the 90s rave scene sort of thing from Germany, which is very cheerful, uplifting. Some people find it annoying, but it is what it is. I'm very much looking forward to the party, so I'm very happy for that. And yeah, Revision should come to Revision, and this is the last thing that we should talk about, which is the upcoming demo parties. And I can't stress this enough, come to Revision, because it's happening. The gathering is already started. They have a very small demo scene there, just a very small demo scene corner, but Revision is the main demo party that everyone should be aiming for. International demo scene is coming here. There also has a satellites section happening for people in the United States, in Russia, in Japan, in Argentina, who can't make it to the party place. You will have a live streamed event happening there, gathering the people as well, and giving you free access to submit your productions to Revision itself. So I'm very much excited about Revision. I'm actually stressing out because I haven't finished my demo and I needed to record this video before going out. And last things before we go, just quickly released also was a Zine podcast thing, but I will probably mention it again on the next month's video. Oh my god, this is sort of broken, but it sort of works because it shows the Revision background. And if I can put my camera here, okay, this sort of works as a finishing touch for the thing. This was not planned. I was trying to go to the full screen webcam, and I probably hadn't tested it before starting to record the video, and it was in this Revision mode because I use this setup to also record the Revision videos. So yeah, come to Revision. Come to Revision. Happening 7th to 10th of April. I'll be there in person. Come say hi if you see my videos and you haven't met me in person. If you have met in person before, come say hi anyways, because it's going to be fun. I'm helping organize some stuff there, the live coding events, mostly shader showdowns, TIC80 jams, and Shader Royale jam that we will do for Hoffman's set with people from all over the world contributing through a network version of Bonsomatic. So yeah, I'm going to be busy, but I will very much love to hear from you. And I need to go because I need to finish my TIC80 demo because it's not finished yet. So bye-bye everybody. See you at Revision. Take care. Have fun. Bye-bye.